People are concerned not on prices, but are concerned about the empty shelves. This process began much sooner, much earlier. Vodka cost 57 rubles and hard to get, but there's no milk at all. So they're talking about Halsbad Kamsahurdi and our Black Sea float. Rumors that food is being returned to suppliers because the people wouldn't pay those prices have turned out to be unconfirmed. People are buying a lot. A chicken which costs 31 rubles for a kilo. No one wants to share with some poor grandmother. Everybody's buying 2 or 3 right away. Everyone is expecting a rise in prices. But we do have a market when someone has something which he can sell at a free price, and someone is able to and can buy at that price. So there was a black market, and there is one now, and it will continue to exist. But to buy a lot, we have to produce a lot. But we have not even begun to produce a lot. So we should not expect a quick drop in prices. In the near future, we will have subsequent price rises and impoverishment of the people. And once within the notorious market, we have sold all our goods and eaten through all our food. Maybe that's when we'll begin work. Maybe. But we're sorry for the grandmothers. Today in Nagorno-Karabakh, there was opened the first session of the Supreme Soviet of the Republic, just declared there. 51 members of parliament will take place. 30 places are vacant for the election. At the election, there should have been representatives of the Azerbaijani groups who are boycotting it. On the agenda is a law on the emergency situation. From Vladikavkaz, we learn that in southern Ossetia there's no shooting. The confrontation has stopped. This is a temporary truce, which is connected to the events in Tbilisi, where the military council has taken over rule of the Republic of Georgia. This did not influence the Council of Abkhazia, which had its meeting today in Sukhumi. The deputies limited themselves to organizational questions. The chairman was elected, the 40-year-old Doctor of Historical Sciences, Vladislav Artsimba. We continue to recollect old holidays, religious holidays. This is Bethlehem, and this is the cathedral built over the spot of the cave where Christ was born. Today is the Orthodox Christmas Eve, after the 40-day fasting period of Lent, fasting period, and it begins when the first star shows. Christmas does. Dear brothers and sisters, countrymen, Orthodox people of our country, I congratulate all of you on the holiday of Christmas. This is a great saving holiday which we celebrate on these days. It's a holiday of peace and God's love for men. And we need to display love and kindness, goodness to those who are near to us, with whom we live together, and with whom we proceed down that same path of life. There are so many people today who are in need of charity and human responsiveness. I likewise congratulate all of you on the new year. May God grant that the summer be a summer which is favorable, that God might give us tolerance to each other, so that we might overcome our confrontations, our anger, which often fills our souls. A blessed New Year and a happy, joyous holiday of Christ's birth. Today, the Patriarch of Moscow, Alexei II, who just spoke, will serve a service in the Yelokhovo Cathedral in Moscow. This small event took place here at a clinic for gynecology at the University Hospital in the maternity ward. All of the employees were there, including the dean, Dr. Yurigin. This is Alexander Olinov speaking here. We are fortunate in having received this lucky icon. It's the first time in 20 years we have an icon which helps nature. For us, this is a deep symbol. This is always hope, the birth of a human being. And so if we have hope, then we need faith. The icon was given to the hostess, Mrs. Krasnova. We always help, and if we have a symbol, maybe God will help us too. I hope that the icons may help my birthing. I hope that the icon will help bring a new person to the world. I hope to have a son. The Virgin helps women to give children, to bear children. There are 2,000 little people who are born here every year. Let's hope they all are born healthy and happy. This is the Washington Cathedral in Washington of St. Nicholas. It was built 30 years ago in the tradition of ancient Russian architecture, modeled on in the Dmitry Cathedral in Vladimir. This is Alexei II, who recently visited the United States. For a long time in the cathedral there was no internal painting, but now the dream of Russian Orthodox believers is being realized. We have 5 Russian icon painters who have begun just recently, but already by Christmas the parishioners will be able to see the frescoes which decorate the altar. On the eve of Christmas, the liturgy was given in Russian and in English, for Americans also adopt Orthodoxy. I want to congratulate all of my countrymen on this great holiday of Christ's birth. This is Professor and Father Grigory from Washington, D.C. I want them to believe and to know that difficult times will pass. If people have the desire to achieve the light, freedom, truth, I want to wish all Orthodox people that they might get together in a friendly fashion and attempt to accomplish our common goal, to resurrect sacred Russia. Washington and Seoul are prepared to not conduct the major maneuvers entitled Team Spirit, according to George Bush and Rodeu, but with one condition. Pyongyang has to agree to international inspection of its nuclear sites. The West is afraid that only 1 year separates Northern Korea from creating its own atom bomb. From Seoul, we have another sensational piece of news. According to the South Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Northern Korea will sign an agreement with the IAEA on nuclear security, and thus we might soon witness the disappearance on the Korean Peninsula of the last hotbed of the Cold War. But today in Seoul needs mutual understanding in the area of trade relations. But South Korea is not about to open its market for the import of American rice. But in Tokyo, where Bush will go tomorrow, these disagreements will have new aspects. The chief topic of the negotiations, according to a governmental official, will be cars. That will also be topic number 2, and there won't be any number 3 or 4. Cars account for 3/4 of the deficit with Japan, trade deficit. and the Japanese now have 30% of the market in the United States, and so the Americans are shutting down their factories. So if we're going to develop strategies for 21, the leaders of the two countries have to develop automobile standards and norms for emissions. The Japanese have already announced a number of measures which should make the Japanese market more easily accessible to Western producers, but there are concessions which cannot be made, according to Mr. Miyazawa, because his cabinet is already declining in popularity. In Yugoslavia, the truce is being observed between the Serbs and the Croatians, but there's a movement of troops which is a violation of the agreement. Both sides have accepted the idea of stationing UN troops. Russia may be asked to send its own troops as part of this force.